Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones mod, playing as Lord Victor Goldfyre of Midvale. So Victor is our player heir to Lord Lancel. But before I begin on today's episode, I wanted to mention that yesterday's episode kind of ended abruptly. So there was supposed to be about 20 minutes of extra content added onto that. So I'll be playing that at the beginning of this episode. And then I'll cut to what I'm about to do now. Just to show you so you don't miss anything, some important things that happened. But I also wanted to mention before we begin that every Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be releasing another episode of this Goldfyre series. So be looking for that. But today I wanted to release an extra video just to make up for that weird abrupt ending of yesterday's episode. Plus, I kind of want to play this some more. I'm literally chomping at the bit to get these out. I love playing this game. And I kind of want to see what's happening. There's so much happening in this last episode that I kind of wanted to see where it went, and I just wanted to keep playing it. So, without further ado, let's get into this episode. Victorious. They brought in 19. We brought in 4,000, almost 5,000. Lost 200. They lost 500. Levy's got some kills. Westerland Billman got some kills, so they also have Westerland Billman. Master Aegon, 5 kills. Awesome. And we have to siege our own place back, unfortunately. So this is being a very interesting campaign so far. I'm absolutely loving it. So much interesting things have happened. A Targaryen is now on the Iron Throne. The Iron Throne is somewhat united. Renly is still at war, I assume? Yes, he is. So he is still going for the throne. And Renly is disfigured. I wonder if Stannis had something to do with it. Stannis, are you here? Yeah, he's here. He's actually fighting on Renly's behalf. And he does have Lady Shireen. Awesome. Very cool. I love that. And he also had Lady Ariana of Dragonstone. So his wife did not die in childbirth to Shireen. Very cool. And the Targaryens have the entirety of the Iron Throne versus Renly and the Stormlands. I wonder what's going to happen with that. Is Eddard fighting them? No, I don't think so. No, Eddard has sworn fealty to his liege, King Viserys. He doesn't like me. Very cool. John, where are you at? You're still on the wall. Okay. And we are fighting for control of the Westerlands. Partial control of the Westerlands. Wonder where him and his army are going to now. He's going to Rexdale. Caravan Felice, she's been asking everybody to be a guardian for pretty much all of the bastard children in this area. Atheon Hill, Mother Tysane. Yeah, sure. Educate him. Educate them all. So they're going to be done in 7 months. We're going to be done in 27 days. Perfect. And we'll fight them in the fields on Rexdale. They can't take our capital. Not for nothing. We did lose a council position. Our Castellan. Oh no. Did our boy Daemon Lannister die? It looks like it. So we're going to get Master Aegon of Bastard's Dock, our vassal and acclaimed knight, as our steward. And he can only oversee the realm, which gives us some stewardship. That is fine with me. We could get some vassal contribution and vassal levy contribution, I think. We actually might do that for plus 11%. Because our domain, we need to make some money. We're not hurting on it, but we should make it. We're still above our domain limit, but we'll figure that out once we create this this title here. So we have took back our capital of Goldfyre House. We are fighting them right underneath Casterly Rock, it looks like. Oh, right on Casterly Rock. Right on the foothills of Casterly Rock. Very cool. So let's see how that battle turns out. I'm out playing when I hear it. A tiny sound, frail and scared. I look over, under every stone, around every corner, behind every bush, and finally I find it. A small puppy, all alone, sits between two stones. It's my puppy now. We gained a pet dog. Awesome. Oh, what should we name the pet dog? I'm gonna name him... I'm gonna name him Lancel. After our father. He's still with us. He's still with us in heart. So we are winning the battle decisively, and there is another scheme at court against Shirena. So we must stop this villain behind the closed doors at all costs, and we're gonna win this battle right on the gates of Casterly Rock. We're wiping them. Another glorious victory, killing 300 of them, losing 300 of ours. And our crossbowmen are doing okay. Or is our crossbowmen up here? Nope, our crossbowmen. So the knights did okay. It definitely looks like Daemon died. Let me actually look through this real quick. Prince Daemon was, I believe, someone else who had a claim on here. Damn, he has a lot of kids. I mean, so do I have a lot of brothers, but damn. We're gonna go ahead and siege Trembley. Let's win this war with the help of the Fair Isle. I appreciate the High Lordship of Fair Isle. That is a much needed victory, and we needed the much needed help. The Danes were too far away to reach, even by Raven. Oh, the Targaryen host is moving. Look at them go. King Viserys over here. Lord Commander Parman with his two knights. Ah, it's so hard to click that properly. But King Viserys is down there, and his host is moving, and they're touching landfall over here. Not in the Westerlands, apparently. Oh, we're fighting in another battle. One of our valiant soldiers has managed to wound the enemy Knight Silas. Awesome. So we are wiping them again. They're trying their damnedest, but they can't do it. So I've been playing with my brother Vaemond for a better half of the day, and I have been having so much fun. We played Savas, and as our game comes to a close, he bests me, and I'm left dumbstruck. This was fun. Now what do we do? This is my chance to pick something that I may yet win. Let's race on stilts. 39% chance I win. 60% chance I lose, and I lose 17 stress. Or let's play T-Totem. So, because you are arbitrary, I lose stress, so 50% 50? Yeah, we'll do 50-50. We set aside the playing board and prepare T-Totem around and around it spins, each of us betting on marbles on its result. Though there is nothing of value at stake, I feel my heart race as it comes to a fall on its side. The game goes back and forth, marbles trading hands, but I soon find I've completely run out of marbles, making Vaemond the winner. He is far from humble in victory, mocking and belittling me for losing. Shut up, I hate you. Why'd you do that, Vaemond? You're mean. I know you're betrothed, but so am I. So awesome, we have won another battle. They've lost a lot more than us, and we have captured the High Lordship of Lands Point, but it does not end the war, unfortunately. So this war carries on. Let's keep going and taking Trembley. Or Tremble. Is it Tremble? Trembley. They would be an idiot to fight us again. So we're still above our domain limit. So they are an idiot. They are fighting with us again, trying to stop us with all their might, and they fail miserably. What a battle. Another one battle. Details, 93, 167. Details. Knights. Everyone didn't really kill anybody. And Lord Victor of Midvale. An awesome name. And our regent is our mother, Jaina Graves. We will marry her off eventually. I don't think she loved our husband too much, to be honest. And they are fighting with us once again. Aegon wounded Silas. That's good. Managed to wound Knight Silas. This is the one that that killed our other acclaimed knight, so that's awesome. So the feast is loud, adults are boring, and the food is not very good. My courtier Dasana seems to be enjoying herself, so I cannot catch her attention to tell her I do not want to be here. I'm sneaking out. Maybe there are other children around. So we either gain the trait impatient or gluttonous. I think gluttonous is the worst of the two. So I think we're gonna go for impatient. Victor is turning out to be a very annoying child. We won another victory, 165 of them killed. They'll probably be back for more. We only have 17 days left, and we've captured it. And the war is still yet to be over. So we'll march on to the next castle and the next castle until we have defeated them. So please come at us. Oh, he wants to fight. We'll fight them first. Oh. Oh, this is it. We got him. Hopefully we can defeat this army right here, right now, and we'll win this war against Lance Point. We have gotten another victory. Incredible, incredible, incredible. I'm going to go ahead and siege down this province of Clever Keep. And, you know, I think the only thing we can do is just siege it down. So the regent is now more powerful. What are you doing, mother? You should be filling our coffers, by the way. Ooh, she is on, like, level 4. Level 3 currently. So she could swing the scales of power much easier. And everyone is self-interested on my court. The liege, we got Lord Tyrion, Lord Roland, and he's power sharing with Lord Andros of Horn Vale. Very cool. Lord Tywell is requesting to marry Master Mervyn Hatchbury's courtier, Sariana. Sariana is Sand Dornish, so yes, you are more than welcome to, sir. I know you're intelligent, so it was probably a good pick. To be impressed, yes, he accepts. This battle is intense. I know he could take him out, so I won't help him in this battle. We'll watch it, though. Courtier Serena is requesting to be assigned as my spy master. She claims to be better. 32? That's crazy, actually. Yeah. Sorry, Celesta, but she is way better than you. Sway Ulrich is on 2. Is he? Yes, he is. So King Viserys, the better king on the Iron Throne. No, we won't do that. We'll abandon that scheme. I think what we can do, though, is maybe go to... Because it wouldn't make sense to go to the king himself to learn the language, unless we have no other option. Look at Daenerys. It's kind of crazy. So I started the learn language scheme against King Viserys. So I'm guessing I'll send him letters. Maybe I'm kind of... well, it wouldn't make sense because I'm shy. I wouldn't be sending the king letters, would I? I'd be way too shy for something like that. So I'm going to abandon that because it really wouldn't make sense. As a shy, impatient, arbitrary kid that does his own thing with little regards to others. He's charming, which learn language scheme powers plus 25%, but he's shy, right? he avoids interacting with other people. Maybe that's face-to-face, though. Maybe he's really good at sending, letters via Raven. You know what? I think that makes kind of more sense. Ah, we can't do it until the 23rd second moon. So we'll wait a little bit and then we'll do it. We'll gain some age. So arrived in court, Suriane. Awesome. He is set to diplomacy, but I kind of want to change that. He has decent martial, actually. What if we set him to martial? You know, because he's shy, he has decent prowess for a 12-year-old, a 13-year-old. Let's go to martial education. And we are going to set Tywin, an intelligent man, a zealous, shy, humble, intelligent man, to be our guardian. We chose this. We have grown up and became king during a war, so we've decided to chase after a martial education. I think that makes sense. So we are back again to where we left off last time and where I ended yesterday's video, well, officially. And that 505 was leaving on over here to try to escape us. We are going to continue on with the sieging of Clever Keep. We only got 5 months left. I feel like that's more important than wiping out those 505 men, because we have only 77% to win this battle, so we should be able to do that. I am really appreciative to the Fair Isle for giving us his support in this war. You know, we did marry one of his heir's daughters, so kind of made sense. And I know he's going to wipe out that 505 anyways, so yeah, he did. Phenomenal, sir. Oh, no, he didn't. Oh, they escaped. So we only got 45, 43, 42 days left of this battle. They're going to head in here again to try to do something, or they're going to try to go around us. But soon we shall take and win this battle against Land's Point to take the county of Trembley to create the Duchy of Toronto. So I'm super excited about that. Come on, take the siege, 6 days. And we got him, ladies and gentlemen. We have won the war. So we're going to go ahead and enforce our demands. So we'll gain 100 legitimacy, which is much needed. We'll get the Lordship of Trembley, the City of Trembley, 15 fame, 15 prestige shared amongst our allies. Lord Stefan will has a high rank, and each of our claimed knights will gain 25 glory. So that is awesome. So greetings, Lord Victor of Midvale. May you live in harmony and contentment. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. In order to put an end to this bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. So 100 legitimacy. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and disband the armies. My liege's war against the Stormlands and the Seven Kingdoms. Let's take a look at this. So are we fighting against the Iron Throne? We are. So that is interesting. I don't really want to fight against Viserys, so I'm not going to raise my banners. I know we're probably... our troops are fighting, or at least our levies are, but hey, what can we do about that? So our betrothed is only 10, we're 14, so in a few years she will be betrothed officially to me. Lord Victor is bisexual, so he's interested in both. He only speaks the common tongue, which I think at this point we should be able to redo our scheme to learn the language. So I think Victor is kind of shy, but like I said earlier, I think he would want to just send ravens back and forth between the king himself. You know, he's a Targaryen. He knows he's a Targaryen. He knows we are. Well, maybe he does. So let's start that scheme. And let's learn High Valyrian. You know, I think Victor, after his father's passing, he realized how important the name Goldfyre is to him. And he wants to learn more about it. So it makes sense. So at the end of the Spymaster Serane's latest report, she pauses for a moment. There is something you should know about your knight. Barros and Ulrich are engaged in an illicit affair. Tell me something I don't know. Well, I guess my father knew. I guess I didn't. So I did learn about the secret. So we are currently trying to gather control in Lotmont with our thing. This has low county control as well in Tremblestone. But one of the reasons why we wanted to go to war here was to create the Duchy of Tarrant, or Tarek. So we have over 50%, but we need 212 gold to do so. Now our legitimacy is okay currently. We are recognized as the ruler, so that's good. And we will gain that over time. I mean, we're only 12, 13, 14 years old, so it would kind of make sense. We could promote a legend, the Tale of Tricksters, or the Reigns of Castamere. So Tywin Stonefaced is actually setting out for the Tale of Tricksters. So owner modifiers is +2 stewardship intrigue. He gets +1 stewardship and renown. And barony and count modifiers is plus holding tax of 10%, +1% in development, and +5 opinion. So the Chronicle, the Tale of Tricksters. Lord Tywin of the Westlands was born from the pool of land's own flesh and blood. With the natural power of this great lineage, was there ever any doubt that he would achieve great things? There was no doubt in his mind Tywin was to unify all of Lord Paramountcy of the Westerlands under his rule. In the name of land, the bickering of lesser lords and ladies was about to reach its end, and all would come to call Tywin their liege. Tywin's legend culminates in a marvelous adventure, his great deeds of arms and such that all kings had wonder thereof of many nobles and commoners came to his encounter. For they wished to see the legend in the flesh. The beautiful countryside of the Lord Paramountcy of the Westerlands had fallen to brigands and bandits since the land time, but Tywin soon set to work, righting wrongs and protecting the people he was to rightfully rule. The journey was fraught with danger, but with all that Tywin had done for the Lord Paramountcy of the Westerlands and her people, could there be any doubt that he was chosen by the seven who are one to rule? From the city to the humblest homestead, all cry out the name Tywin, and ecstatic exultation. So congratulations, Lord Tywin. I'm not sure if we would want to if we want to promote that. He kind of is our estranged grandfather, but I'm not sure if Lord Victor wants to do that just yet. He'll have to think about it. What does Tywin think of us? He doesn't like us. We have a title claimant. We have the Goldfyre armor +5 and personal diplomacy -2. So, okay, very interesting. So let's continue on here. We could promote the legend. We are above our domain limit. What does that cause us? -10 vassal opinion, domain levies and domain taxes -20%. See, the problem is we don't have the duchy title yet. Are we learning anything just yet? We're going for martial focus. Can we pardon criminals? Disband buildings. Levying ground. See, I don't want to switch that up just yet. So I say let's rock it out for a little bit. And let's see if we can't soon create that title, so then we can have all of the titles under one, and then we can pass it off to other lords and ladies that are deserving. So I tend to feel much more at ease around the animals of the menageries and stables than I do my peers and tutors at court. I find myself once again in the stables, grooming and riding my horse. I feel a strong kingship. Like a good friend, I dismount, give my steed a good brushing, and I wonder if perhaps we should treat other mounts more as comrades. I mean, Victor, you're just too nice. You know, why wouldn't you do something like that? So I think I speak horse. So that's eccentric. They are just like us, and he could gain compassionate, or a beast is a tool, nothing more. I'm feeling he would treat this animal with compassion. They are just like us. So we gain the trait compassionate, which gives us some extra diplomacy, less intrigue, less natural dread, and dread decay. So that's okay. We're not looking to be a dreadful lord. Unreasonable demand. I like playing around with Atheon, letting him know when he acts weird, occasionally pushing him around a little. Now he's heard enough and ran to the grown-ups, telling him that I should be hanged for it. Damn. Atheon becomes my bully. Who are you, and why are you so mean? He's a bastard. Okay. His mother is Tysane. Okay. So it's a little harsh, Atheon, but I might have to rival you here pretty soon, brother. So Lord Andrin. Let's check out our accolades real quick. We still have the Sword of the Golden Scales with Ingram and Master Clement of Sulford. Very cool. Our other accolade, the Golden Guard, we have Master Aegon of Bastard's Dock and Lord Andrin of Red Gloss as our accolades. Regent unsuccessfully furthers mandate. It won't be for long, Mother. I don't know why you're doing that to us. So the High Lordship of Tarak, and if we separate any of these, they might not follow under us. So I want to be very careful if I pass this on. Let me see. So let's say I wanted to give the Lordship of Goldfyre House to a brother. Let's pass it to Vaymond, our player heir. So if we were to do that, Lordship of Borenline. Vaymond becomes a vassal of the Lord Paramountcy of the Westerlands due to the rank now equaling yours. So we would lose the land, and I don't know. So our mother is telling us, hey, don't give out, just hold on to the domains for a little bit. I know we're stretched thin here. So Lord Gregor of the Mountains wants to marry Jana Graves. To the benign Victor, with your permission, I would like to marry your mother, the charming Jana Graves. You are sadistic, vengeful, and wrathful. But I don't see why I would say no. We would gain an ally? Would we gain him as an ally? Doesn't look it. Doesn't look like we would. She is a honest, gregarious, forgiving person. She makes a terrible match with the mountain. But I can't say no. We accept. Lord Gregor, we accept. Unfortunately. An alliance formed. So we did gain the alliance with Lord Gregor the Mountain. Gregor Clegane. So now, Gregor Clegane is our ally. Mother, you did what was right for the realm. So I appreciate it. So we have to just hold on for as long as we can until we can now. I wonder if we can set this to, so we get vassal tax contribution and levy to kind of, so if we do stewardship, would we gain more domain? Unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Can you do anything else for us? No. So let's keep the tax and contribution. We only have 4 stewardship. A terrible in stewardship. We are not a steward, unfortunately. And our regent now is Tywell. So he's an intelligent, trained traveler. He's a hunter, a counselor, insightful thinker, zealous, humble, and shy. So he's shy with us. 2 shy kings of Midvale. Look at Midvale now. Look how big we are. We're gaining power, ladies and gentlemen. We are gaining power. Slowly but surely. And don't call me Shirley. I don't think we'll fabricate any claims at the moment. We should still increase county control. Okay, so Olivia is a lot of fun to be around. She usually demands a lot of attention, but I do not mind. Every time I see her, my day is made better. Whenever our eyes meet, my stomach fills up with butterflies. Oh, I wonder if she would like this violet that I found. This flower is for you, Olivia. I'll lose 17 stress. So, I get a crush on Olivia. Ooh, and I'm betrothed. Are we going to pull a Robb Stark here? Lancel the Troublemaker. My vassal Lord Andrin approached me, rage in his eyes and dog in his hand. Dragged along by the scruff of his neck as he reaches me, I see that it is my dear Lancel he is holding. Not my dad dog. Not my dog dad. I found this beast among my things. What wasn't chewed to bits was covered in excrement. Lancel, you rascal. I would say he is just a dog, because I really want to gain the title as soon as possible. So I will have to lose opinion for now. Lord Andrin loses 20 opinion. He is just a dog. So this is going to take 16 years. Are we progressing this at all? Damn. Okay. Disabled building in the Lordship of Trembly. Disabled building. How do I enable this building? You can create the Lordship of Tarak soon. Tarek. Soon, soon, soon. We just need some gold. Gives 300 prestige and 25 legitimacy. And once we become a duchy, then we can marry other duchies much easier. Now, we still won't get into... unless it's like the heir's direct kids or the king's direct kids, I would say no, but we could start marrying into the family. I feel like that would make sense. Let me know what you think in the comments. So somebody did suggest that we should, you know, go after some of Tywin's own lands over here in like Castamere, Lowell, and the 7 Points, and I agree, but it would be kind of difficult to get that. We'd have to go to war with him. Which I'm not sure if we'd want to do. So we are average in martial. So it's kind of tough with these kind of traits. It's not like I could do a lot of things, to be honest. Smuggling sweets. As I pass, I smell a wonderful aroma wafting from the kitchens. My rumbling stomach spurs me to the doorway, and a cautious peek reveals exactly what I've been hoping for. Apple tart left unattended. Oh, seemingly at least. Another wary glance around the room reveals nothing obvious. I just need to make a break for it, and Victor, I freeze. Hand outstretched. More finger breaths away from ecstasy. What do you think you are doing? My guardian Tywin's voice is stern as it is heartbreaking. You can't stop me. I will rule soon enough. So we'll lose 30 stress, but Tywin will lose 35 opinion. But we gain sweet treat, so stress loss. Not super important. So we could make a break for it, losing 6 stress, and we gain the sweet treat. We have a 25% chance of getting wounded. Or I'm sorry, I won't do it again. So 50% chance I increase diplomacy by 1. Tywin loses 5 opinion, and I gain 13 stress because I'm arbitrary. But he's compassionate. Man, conflicting traits here for Victor. I'm sorry, I won't do it again. He's compassionate. He's also arbitrary, so he hates it, but he is compassionate. He feels bad. He shouldn't be taking that. So we are so close. All we need is 212 gold to create this duchy title, the High Lordship of Tarek. Keep pronouncing things wrong. Let's check out the realm. Looks like their war is doing okay. Wow, I wonder if Renly takes the throne from Viserys. They do have 2 kids now. They have Prince Viserys of the Iron Throne and Prince Aelor of the Iron Throne. Aelor is handsome, quick, and a dwarf. And Viserys is beautiful and a dwarf. Wow. That's kind of a crazy. It's a lineage of dwarves. No dragons, though. No dragons. You know, that's actually a good question. Can we see their military? So they have 35,000. Do they have any dragons? No, dragon guards, dragon spears. They have 263 knights. Special soldiers? 6,000 special soldiers. Wish we could see that. Swords of the Reach. Marsh Walkers, Sea Snakes, Sun Knights, Honeywye Quarrelers, Watchers of the Pass. Looking for dragons, but looks like they don't have the dragons. So, it's not following the lore, but that's okay. We'll continue on here. We are still rocking it out in Midvale. Still taking a massive hit in vassal opinion. Our acquaintance Barissa died. So we're going to go up to speed 4. There's not much we can do at the moment. How old are we? We are 15, so we're very close to becoming of age. We're still developing our capital. We have 11 development here in Midvale. Challenger approaching. Swish, crack. The sound of the wooden sword whirling through the air and finding its target is thrilling to me. I ready myself to take another swing, but I've caught the eye of another. Walderin clatters down the steps, brandishing a sword of his own. Victor, let me see how you do against me. I look Walderin up and down warily. These swords could probably do a fair amount of damage if you struck someone with one. And Walderin looks a little too enthusiastic for my liking. So, alright, take your stance. I triggered duel, and I increased my prowess by 1. What is my prowess? 14. Or 13. Gotta be 14. Or why don't we hold a mock battle instead? So I increase my martial by 1. But he loses 20 opinion of me. Is Walderin my, the guy I don't like? The guy that I'm hating? Short range? Nope. No, he's not. So let's actually, let's do a practice duel here. So Walderin, I stalk round each other, each weighing our options. He hefts a fearsome sword, while I grip my own sword tightly. The deadly weapon feels cool and weighty in my grasp. This fight may only last till first blood, but this doesn't ease my nerves. We burn bright, scum. I love that. Very high risk of injury, but I lose 6 stress because I'm impatient. Let's see how you like sculling. Like a sculling. Medium likelihood of success. To the floor with you. So unstable. You kick Walderin in the shin. You charge in, swinging wildly. We burn bright, scum. I like that. I have a sword. I have an enemy. I'm determined to introduce the two by any means. Wild swings, backhanded smacks, flailing strikes from my weapon's haft. Anything to better my foe. Walderin, screams my opponent. Walderon, screams my opponent, whirling his sword furiously at, around, and near me. My form is deteriorating fast, with numerous exploitable gaps, and Walderin's stance is failing. We are evenly matched, with victory balancing on a knife's edge. He'll never see this coming. I'll show you how I heft my sword. Confident attack with skill and poise. You make a series of well-placed strikes. What is his prowess at? 5. So he is definitely worse than us. So I think I'll show you how I heft my sword. Single combat victory, yes. Confidence leads competence, as they say, and my strikes prove that. Walderin goes to grab a handful of dirt from the ground, but when he attempts to throw it at me, a gust of wind blows it right back in his face. He's too busy spluttering to notice to avoid my sword's haft, as I drive it into his throat and topples into the dirt immediately. I leave my weapon resting gently on Walderin's stomach, waiting patiently for him to notice and yield. It doesn't take long. I am victorious. Walderin gains the trait wounded. What if we accidentally killed him? That would be crazy, wouldn't it? My spy master has come to me with grave news. Someone is plotting to kill Tysane. Tysane, someone's trying to kill you? For why? Probably because she's lustful, I'd assume. So we can declare war. We can create the lordship. We are very close now. We are at 209. I think we'll spend all of our money. 211. We'll spend all of our money here. Ooh, that's crazy. Lord Jaime has become your new liege after inheriting titles from Lord Tywin. Uh-oh. So he died of old age. So maturing feelings. I remember fondly all the good times I shared with Olivia when we were younger. Even if now she now has entered the world of adults, she will always be dear to me, even though she never did return my feelings. I'm lucky to have gotten to know her. So we stopped having a crush on Olivia, and now we are under Lord Jaime, the Kingslayer of the Westerlands, and he is married to Lady Melaine of the Westerlands. She is of House Gambuties? Gambuties? I thought he was a Kingsguard. He's incestuous. He's a fornicator. He is an errand. He's a formidable fighter. He has 46 prowess, which is huge. And he does have 1 siblings, but no sons. So the primary heir is, in fact, Tyrion, the Imp of the Westerlands, and he is married to Arielle Denalis. Ariella Denalis. She has white hair. She's Mirish. He's a Westerlander. So very good for you, Tyrion. I hope something terribly bad happens to Jaime. We could only hope. Never liked him. I think that's a little bit of a bright flame coming back. But what were we doing? Oh yes, we got to create the county or the duchy title next month. We should be able to. 213. Let's go get her done. So let's go to the Lordship of Midvale. Let's go to the High Lordship of Tarek. So 50 de jure, we have 3 of 3. We have 212 gold. We'll get 300 prestige and 25 legitimacy. Let's go ahead and create the title, the High Lordship of Tarek. We are now a mighty lord. Rank gained. So the High Lordship of Tarek here. Incredible. So we switched our attire and we're about to be an adult here soon. And now that we have the High Lordship of Tarek, I think we'll get rid of the Vicary House here. We'll grant this to... Who should we grant this to? So I feel like we should grant it to our brothers. I feel like they deserve it. So Gerund is comely. He's also curious. Tearless is ill and curious. I'm sure he'll get over that. Taharis is 5, but he's charming. And Vaemond is the oldest one, but he's rowdy. And we sent him on a martial trait. I don't want him to go up against me, but I'm not too afraid of it. Now, we do have some other courtiers that have helped us tremendously. So like Ontario, for example. He could be landed, our Master of Arms. I feel like giving our stuff to our brothers. So first, I'm going to go for Vaemond. Vaemond, you, sir, are going to have the Lordship of Borenline. We'll grant the titles. Vaemond will get 40 opinion of us. Lord Vaemond of Borenline. He has become my vassal. Successor of the Golden Guard. Awesome. Rexdale, I think, we'll keep. But Tremblestone... See, I'm worried about giving Lonmont away. Like, let's say if I give it to Tearless, becomes my vassal. Okay, so we get to keep it. But I think it should go by the oldest child. So Lord Vaemond and then Tearless. Tearless is 7 years old. Or maybe I should give Lonmont to a prominent courtier. So we do have some open council positions we'll do in a second. But who in our court is most deserving? So Ontario and Tywell are awesome. So Ontario has been our commander for multiple different battles, and he is tremendous. So we could give him the position in Lonmont. We could raise him to nobility as well, but we don't have 50 gold. What if we grant him the title of Lonmont? Cultural acceptance between the Westerlands and the Westerosi Valerians increases by 0.5. All friends and lovers of Ontario gain 10%. All rivals of Ontario gain 10. Ontario becomes our vassal, and he will have a minority vassal stance. So I think we will. I think he has been a great commander, and I think he deserves the titles. He fought in multiple wars to achieve our duchy's title, at least for our father. But he definitely helped us get Trembly, so I think we're going to give Ontario, the lowborn, the Lordship of Lonmont. So now he's a rat strip. So Ontario becomes our vassal. Lady Bessie is no longer our wet nurse because she is the wet nurse and the spouse of Lonmont. So now we're back to 2 titles, and we have to do a few things to get our court back in order. Number 1 is hire a wet nurse. We could do Tysange. She has good health and she has a child. We could do Callista here. She's deceitful, fickle, cynical, and flamboyant. She's sadistic. I do not want a sadistic person. She's beautiful. It's Lord John's wife. I think we'll get Callista here. She was our old spy master. So maybe she doesn't like us, but we'll appoint her to the wet nurse. Captain of the Household Guard. We don't really have the money to do that just yet. But I'm thinking we need to get a new Castellan. Who should be our Hand of the Duchy? Hand of the Duke, if you will. Hand of the Lord Paramount. Barnaby has great diplomacy, but nothing else. Great learning and diplomacy, but nothing else. Who could help me with stewardship? Tyler Galdor. He's a great steward. He's loyal and intelligent. I love that. Tyler, you have gotten the position of Hand. And you're going to help us with our stewardship because we are struggling. He is going to negotiate with vassals. For our steward, it should be Tyler, but we're gonna give it to Master Roland of Midvale. We're gonna assign you, and we're gonna still develop our capital, which we are currently doing. So now we don't necessarily need this extra control over here. It's already at 73 out of 100. So let's turn this to Tremblestone. We'll let our Lord Ontario of Lonmont deal with that. He does have some kids. He has Podrick Ratstrip, Mina Ratstrip, and Cybele Ratstrip. So phenomenal. Inherit Legend. The Tale of Tricksters. Start owning. I don't know if we want to do that. It's all about Tywin. And we're not really officially his grandson. We're like estranged, if you will. Like, you know, he helped us out, but we can't just take it. The Golden Guard does need a worthy successor, which we do not have, so I'm going to leave it as is for now. The Sword of the Golden Scales has Ingrim and Obert Carnaby. 11 and 12. They're kind of shit knights. He's 15. He's good. So we could station men-at-arms, which we're going to do our crossbowmen over in Tremblestone. And I think we could negotiate an alliance with Vaymond. Absolutely, we will. Our brother is going to help us. Our glory is widely known. We have formed an alliance with Vaymond, Lord Vaymond of Borenline. You, sir, are going for Marshal, so I'm going to have John be your guardian. Vaymond. We need you for that. And our guardian is Tywell. Greetings, my benign liege. I'm happy to have John educate my kinsman, Lord Vaymond. A noble upbringing of a noble spirit. Incredible. Well done. So now we are the High Lordship of Tarek. And soon we will become of age. Soon enough. So we do need another empty council position. We have another empty council position. Who will it be? It's our admiral. Tywell could do it. He has 19 and 8 stewardship. Your regent, knight, and guardian. Yes. Yes, and he likes us a lot, so that's good. And he isn't too much power sharing. No, he's only level 1. Our mother was seriously trying to control our lands. We could increase base tax to protect trade. But we are going for a martial focus. We do have a little bit of diplomacy. So I think we're going to go for protect trade for now. Gain some extra gold. So we are looking good. We are set in the right path. Now, Lord Stefan doesn't mind us too much, even though we did go to war with him. And that is Stefan Prester. Looks like the Stormlands are still... Renly is still at war with the Targaryens, and it does look like they are very close to losing. The Targaryens are very close to losing. So he is excommunicated from the Faith of the Seven. So that's going to be very interesting. Very interesting indeed. See, there's a little bit of lag when I move around. Rexdale is looking good. Tremblestone is looking good. Our brother Vaymond is on Vicary House, and our esteemed general, Lord Ontario, is on Lonmont. Lord Jaime is being attacked by Lord Gerald. With coming of age, with the help of Tywell, I finally concluded my studies in the art of warfare. My achievements were not great, but it could also have gone worse. As I take my first steps into adulthood, I find myself reminiscing about some of the people who have made an impact on the man I have become. I had some memorable times with Olivia. Ooh, gained dutiful captain. She truly helped me understand both myself and love. The things Demilla put me through as a child still weigh heavy on me, and every time I see her in my mood is sure to turn sour. I wonder if Atheon remembers the things I put him through when we were young. So we were the bully of Atheon. Lord Victor, you're a man now. So we gained dutiful captain. And we lost a trait charming. Now, I do not want to go to war just yet. We only have 14 prowess. So I am going into the decisions and refusing to become a captain or commander. We only have 12 prowess, or 12 martial. So we are not going to be a commander, because now we are at war, a liberty war. Oh my gosh. Were we allowed to pick a fight here? So it's a liberty war, and it's Lord Gerald of Stirling over here versus Lord Jaime Lannister of the Westerlands. So this looks like a battle where I wish I could join the other side, to be honest, but I think it started right before we were of age. And our regent decided not to. Our betrothed is almost of age in a few years. So let's go down a lifestyle. We could go down martial. We could go down learning. Theology, learning, development, growth. Very good. So learn language, success chance, plus 25. I think we were so entranced by our old Valyrian ancestors that we're going to go down more of a... Even though he's not very high in learning. I think we'll go down a martial focus for now. Get a few traits in here, and then we might switch it from here on out. So let's gain that extra martial. Probably go down stalwart leader to gain some extra prowess, some combat ability for our knights. Maybe go for Casus Belli cost. Organized march, and then we'll switch to either stewardship or learning. So we'll have to think about that. Let me know in the comments what you think we should do. Now remember, Lord Victor is arbitrary, he's shy, he's impatient, he's compassionate, and he's a dutiful captain. My betrothed is Malia Dane. So I'm excited about that. We might have some white-haired kids again. My spymaster has come with me with grave news. It is my courtier Sharina that is planning to kill Tysane. Sharina, what are you doing? You're a lunatic, girl. The loathsome fiend. Oh, major battles are happening here in Casterly Rock. It's plotting against my courtier Sharina. Everyone's trying to kill... So, Sharina's trying to kill Serain, and Jean's kind of trying to kill Sharina. What is this, a love triangle? Lancel, charmed vassal. I stumble upon my brother Lord Vaemon crouching beside my dog Lancel, vigorously scratching his stomach. This dog of yours is quite the charmer, my lord. He is a good boy. He's a very good boy. We're gonna go for a patron god here. And I think we're gonna go for... fertility trance, close family opinion, +5, the mother, but martial, -1. I think we might go for that, just to get some extra fertility. Popular opinion we absolutely need. So I think we'll go for the father. The father and the father above reigns over judgment, often being called to by the faithful to dispense justice and wisdom. He is held in high regard by most, and seen by some as the leader of the seven. This is my patron. So this will be very interesting to see what happens here. They are absolutely... No, they're sieging down Tremblestone. Don't do that. Don't siege me down. Who's doing this? Oh, come on. Slowly. How do you get on this without clicking it? There it is. So the army of Biltmore. So Lord Roland. Very frustrating to do this. Whatever. So Lord Roland and Lord Willem. And that is the army of the Golden Hills and the army of Biltmore. So they got 43 days, and then they're going to be taking my settlement, and then I'm going to have to pay income to get rid of them. So you can end your regency. Dismiss regent. You're done, sir. Tywell, you are done. We're going to get even lower county control when Tremblestone gets taken, so let's continue on here. Jamie, where are your men? Offer knight tutelage. So, to the thoughtful Victor, in order to ensure that you become a knight one day, I would like for you to become a squire of Barros Tavis, a most skillful knight. And this is Lord Lewis of Hardsley. Gets you as a squire, moves to stay at your court. I'm actually going to decline this, and I am going to ask Monford. Offer squire. He will not accept, unfortunately. So that is unfortunate. Why won't he accept? Negative 1,000. We're a legal aged ruler. So we're a legal aged ruler, so that won't work. Is there any other knights in your realm that speak Valyrian? So he is a black brother with a Night's Watch. He cannot squire me. Is there anybody else in your family, sir? Family? Children? Siblings? What about your father? Children? Alyssa, the Silver Horse. Married to the Celtigars. Lord Merrick doesn't speak Valyrian, though. Damn, our options are very limited. I mean, we're learning the language, so we don't really have to, but he might not be on the throne for long. So it's something to think about a little bit. Arrogant. We'll have to think about it some more. We'll figure it out. For right now, though, it looks like Renly is going to take the Iron Throne. 97% chance. Siege of Tremblestone is lost. The holding is now occupied. Lord Sebastian of Fair Isle. What? Sebastian! What is your problem, bud? We are your ally. So I'm on my way through my courtroom when a scuffle at its far end draws my attention. A strapping man is being advanced upon by my guards, only for their weapons to clatter on the floor in the blink of an eye. The stranger flourishes his sword and salute towards me. My lord, he begins as I wave away more guards. I find myself without a leash to serve. And judging from your protection here, you could do with my help. From the red robes he mantles himself, I deduce he is a follower of the Lord of Light. So he is Faith of R'hllor. He has 31 prowess. He's a formidable fighter, a red priest, an organizer, an inspiring blade master, which is a great trait. I saw in a comment that he's cynical, humble, and gregarious. For a man of your talents, absolutely. So I spend 50 piety. And Bobhar Goat joins our court. So his name is Bobhar. I am definitely going to spend that piety. He's not a knight, though. He is not a knight. So Bobhar is within our court, and he should definitely become a knight. So our knights and accolades, we have Bobhar here. Can you gain a... Yep. Bobhar is now the successor of the Golden Guard. Bobhar, can I make you the captain of our household guard? So it reduces our risk of to be captured by both in fighting and battles and stuff. So Barros is also excellent, but I think Bobhar is especially excellent. They're both Blade Masters. Awesome. So we're down to 1.9. I think we'll leave him as the leader of the household guard, even though it's kind of sacrilege to the 7. But that's okay. He's a great fighter. I can't turn him down. He'll be our best knight. So Casterly Rock is being sieged down. Oh, the Stormlands is 100%. What will happen here? Oh my gosh. Succession of the Iron Throne. Lord Viserys has been captured. My lord, a letter marked with the seal of House Baratheon has arrived from Storm's End. Ravens spread grievous tidings all across the realm. The messenger gives a quick bow and hands me the letter to peruse. King Renly Baratheon has been proclaimed as the new ruler of the Seven Kingdoms. Before resuming my task, I wonder for a brief moment, what shall his rule bring? Only time will tell. So Renly Baratheon is now on the throne of the Seven Kingdoms, and it's based out of Storm's End now, not King's Landing. And he kept Viserys in power. So that's good. You know, he's still in power. Oh no, plagues are spreading. No, no, no. Please don't let there be any plagues. Not over here, at least. So I think that will end the episode here for today. Lord Victor has achieved with creating the duchy and the high lordship of Tarek. We have given our brother, Lord Vaymond, who is now ill, unfortunately, the Vicary House. And we gave our esteemed commander, Lord Ontario Ratstrip, he named himself that, by the way, the County of Lonmont as our vassal. While we kept Tremblestone and Midvale, it looks like Jaime Lannister is at war with the rest of the Westerlands. And it looks like he's losing. So there might be a new Lord Paramount here soon. It's would be interesting to tell. But on that note, like I said earlier, I appreciate all the love and support for this series so far. I will be releasing videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But today's episode, of course, is just a special treat to you all because I appreciate all the support. So, on that note, I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.